If you are past 50 and you sometimes catch your reflection in the mirror thinking, I do not feel like myself anymore, you are not alone. That quiet moment in the morning can hit hard. But what most men never realize is that something very familiar in their own kitchen may be part of the answer. Not a pill, not a supplement, something simple you may already use every day, just in the wrong way. I'm talking about raw honey. Yes, honey. Most people treat it like nothing more than a sweet add-on. A spoon in tea, a drizzle on bread, something for taste. But for years, men have been missing what honey can actually do for the body, especially for circulation and energy. Worse, many have been using it in a way that cancels out the very effect they are hoping for. Over the last decade, I have worked with countless men who thought honey was helping them, when in reality, they were blocking its real power without knowing it. They were not just wasting its benefits, they were stopping the process that allows honey to support healthy blood flow in the first place. So stay with me for a moment. I am going to walk you through the correct way to use it, why it works, and the one common mistake that keeps it from doing anything meaningful. Once you understand this, you will never see honey as just a sweetener again. This is not a trendy trick or an exaggerated promise. What I am sharing is backed by research and real-world results. When raw honey is used with intention, not casually, it can act as a natural trigger for better circulation. In many cases, the effects begin in less than 20 minutes. Men report warmer hands and feet, smoother energy instead of crashes, and a stronger sense of vitality during the moments that truly count. This is about giving your body the right signal, at the right time, in the right way. And it all starts with understanding how honey actually works. But how you use it and when you take it matters more than most people realize. If honey goes into your body at the wrong time of day or alongside the wrong foods, it gets treated like plain sugar. Instead of helping circulation, it gets stored, and the benefit is lost before it even begins. Let us be real about something many men keep to themselves. If your endurance feels lower than it used to, if a short flight of stairs leaves you catching your breath, if closeness now feels tiring instead of enjoyable, you are not an exception. You are experiencing what happens to every man after 50 to one degree or another. The real divide is not age, it is knowledge. Men who feel alive again are the ones who learn how to naturally switch their internal blood flow systems back on. The others slowly accept the decline because they think it is inevitable. Here's the good part. You do not need expensive pills or medical prescriptions to make that shift. What you need is to understand how to awaken your nitric oxide pathways. And when honey is used the right way, it becomes one of the most direct and effective tools for that purpose. My name is Dr. Ada James, and for over a decade, I have helped men rebuild their vitality through research-backed natural approaches. What I have seen again and again is simple. Small, intentional changes often lead to the biggest transformations. I want to be clear. I am not saying honey by itself magically fixed everything for him, but when it was paired with proper timing and one easy daily habit, it helped restart his circulation in a way he had not felt for a very long time. If this is already speaking to you, take a moment to like and subscribe. You can also leave a comment below. Tell me where you are watching from and how old you are. I truly enjoy hearing from you and building this connection together. Here is what we are going to walk through today. First, we will uncover what is really happening inside the body that gives honey its overlooked strength for men. Next, I will show you the exact times of day when honey works best. And finally, we will talk about the combinations that multiply its effects far beyond what most people expect. Stay with me, because we will also separate real honey from the versions that are basically just flavored sugar in a bottle. Let us begin with what is going on inside your body. As you move into your 50s and later years, your blood vessels naturally start to stiffen. This leads to weaker blood flow to the brain, the heart, the muscles, and even areas tied to intimacy. When circulation slows, energy drops, confidence fades, and stamina follows right behind, one after the other. This is where raw honey changes the conversation. It contains powerful natural compounds, especially flavonoids and antioxidants that help boost nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is the signal your body uses to relax and widen blood vessels, allowing blood to move freely again. Think of it like the system inside you that directs traffic. When it works the way it should, blood flows without resistance. When it breaks down, everything drags. Circulation slows, energy dips, even desire fades. And most men do not realize they are disrupting this system themselves. It usually happens when honey is taken at the wrong moment, often alongside bread, cereal, or other refined carbs. That mix sends insulin soaring, shuts down nitric oxide almost instantly, and forces the body to store the honey as fat instead of turning it into usable fuel. The right method is straightforward. 1 teaspoon of raw, unfiltered honey on an empty stomach about 20 to 30 minutes before your first meal. Add a small pinch of cinnamon or freshly grated ginger to strengthen its circulation-supporting effect. 1 spoon, 1 pinch, every morning. Timing is everything. Early in the day, your body responds best to insulin, while nitric oxide levels are at their lowest. That is why this gentle push helps your arteries activate before your system starts calling for energy. And yes, this habit delivers real results. A 2021 publication in the International Journal of Natural Cardiometabolic Studies showed men who took a modest daily amount of raw honey improved microvascular circulation by as much as 17% within 3 weeks. A separate 2020 review from the Global Institute for Nutritional Aging found that honey's antioxidants lowered oxidative stress markers tied to reduced blood flow and performance in older men. What those reports do not fully show is the ripple effect. Better circulation does more than move blood. Energy lifts, metabolism steadies, confidence rebuilds. One change sets off another. Improved mood, sharper focus, stronger connection. Here's what many people never realize. Honey only delivers results when it is truly raw and untouched. That thin, clear honey lining supermarket shelves has been overheated and heavily filtered, stripping away the enzymes needed to support nitric oxide. What you are looking for is darker, raw honey with a slightly gritty, natural feel. When you combine it with fresh lemon, the impact increases even more. Vitamin C encourages nitric oxide production, while the antioxidants in honey help preserve it. Together, they form a simple but effective system for supporting healthy circulation. This is the morning habit I follow myself. Stir 1 teaspoon of raw honey with the juice from half a lemon and a pinch of cinnamon or ginger into warm water. Drink it within 15 minutes of waking. That is all. No supplements, no costly blends. Most men begin to feel circulation improve within 7 to 10 days, with noticeable energy gains after about 3 to 4 weeks. Now let us look at the 3 times when raw honey works best. In the morning, within 30 minutes of waking, 1 tablespoon of raw honey works extremely well because the body is fasted, nitric oxide levels are low, and the cardiovascular system responds quickly before activity begins. Before physical effort, taking half to 1 tablespoon around 40 minutes earlier provides steady energy and improved blood flow during movement. At night, a small teaspoon before sleep helps keep the system balanced while hormones reset and repair during rest. Pairing honey with the right additions strengthens each phase. Ginger helps widen blood vessels. Cinnamon supports insulin response. And raw nuts supply key minerals hormones depend on. Just remember one important rule. Raw honey should never be added to boiling or very hot drinks because high heat destroys the enzymes that give it its power. Quality is just as important. You want raw, unfiltered, darker honey with a faintly cloudy look. That is the kind that still holds its natural healing compounds. Most commercial honey has been overheated to the point where the benefits no longer exist. This is not a quick fix, and it was never designed to be one. The men who see the greatest improvements are the ones who remain consistent. Within the first week, many notice steadier energy. By week 2, circulation starts to improve, and as the routine becomes normal, sleep deepens, recovery improves, and the body begins working the way it was meant to. If you want to strengthen the results, focus on 2 simple areas. Stay physically active and guard your sleep. Even gentle daily movement supports healthy blood flow, and quality sleep is where nitric oxide production and hormone repair truly take place. When those two elements align, everything else adjusts along with them. So here's my challenge to you. Commit to this for 21 days, just 3 weeks. Follow the morning routine, keep moving, rest well, and observe the changes in your body. Then return and share what you experienced. Thank you for listening. Your effort, your curiosity, and your choice to care for yourself truly make a difference. That's it for this one. If it helped you, like the video and subscribe so you do not miss what's coming next.